My Zoom. Okay. All right. What's up? What's up? So of course I messaged my bestie about 8:30 a.m. after my workouts, driving kids to school. And I'm like, just felt this. I'm like, we need to hear from Bri Coolidge. Why? And you may be wondering, why? Like, why do we need to hear from Bri? Well, a couple of things. One, she's now Diamond Ruby. Her husband went Ruby. And it's hilarious because we were teasing Derek. We're like, Derek, we want a Ruby speech from Derek. And he literally was like, I'll just go to bed when they were ranking up. He's like, I'll just go to bed because this is like Bri's, Bri knows the answers. And so I was cracking up, but she literally has developed a diamond team and gone back and started again on her husband's account and ranked Ruby this past month. And I have noticed such huge shifts. We talk almost every day. So I get to hear kind of what's been going on and all of these great, amazing things. And so when I was like, I really want y'all to hear the shifts that she's been having, what she wanted to learn. And I also love that she said, I'm going to I can hop on. She's like, I might look homeless. And I think that it's hilarious that this is your homeless look. Get out of here. You look amazing. So without further ado, turn on the smoke machines, turn on the strobe lights, bring her out. Here she comes, Miss America herself, Bri Coolidge, Diamond Ruby, Diamond Ruby, Diamond Ruby.
Y'all, don't you just wish that you could have like an intro like that every single day? I don't know about y'all, but this morning I woke up and I was like, okay, finish my workout. And the first thing, Mom, where's the pizza? Mom, I'm missing my sweatshirt. I'm like, oh my gosh, welcome back to reality, right? I can't even handle, I've never been introduced as Diamond Ruby. That's just insane to me, y'all, that we get to do this and then do it again. And I can tell you, it is so much fun. 7 years into this, you'll never hear me say that like every single day in this job is amazing, right? There are ebbs and flows. There are times, anybody else ever feel that? It's like, oh, I just want to put my phone down for a hot second and walk away. Put your phone down and walk away for a hot second, right? Like there are times when you just need to like back up, refresh, regroup, reach out to your bestie, reach out to your upline. I reach out to Alita. I'm like, all right, listen, I need 5 minutes. I need to just vent this through. I need to be real for a second. And then we've got to figure out the next way to pivot. It always reminds me, I'm a Friends person, but can y'all picture that episode when Ross is trying to get that couch up the steps and he's like, pivot. Like that's what I feel like in this business, right? You just have to be able to sometimes realize that the same people that get you to silver, the same people that get you to senior silver, the same people to get you to gold might not always get you to the next rank. And y'all, that's been one of my biggest lessons in this. The same people that got our team to Emerald weren't the same people that got us to Sapphire. The same people that got us to Sapphire, not the same people that got us to Diamond. And they're not the same people that keep us there. And I know in this business, sometimes we feel like, at least for me, and you can drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever felt this, is like, oh, well, this person was going to be my next rock star. They're struggling with some stuff right now. I need to just put all of my energy into this one person, and I'm going to feel terrible if they don't get to silver or senior silver or gold. Anybody else ever feel like this? Y'all, I struggle with this hardcore. If you know anything about the Enneagram, I'm a 2 on the Enneagram. I don't live by the Enneagram, but it definitely has helped me realize who I am. And so this is one of the biggest things that I've been battling recently, is that my leaders had become my best friends. Okay. You do life with them, right? Even if it's from like across the globe, when you're in chats with them, when you're doing all the things, their mindset becomes your mindset. You can't always let it. Okay. When they're struggling with something, you can't let that become your struggles. You are not responsible for the success of other people in this. You're not. You can help them. You can guide them. You can help them pivot that couch up the steps, but you cannot help them take the couch to the top. Okay. You can't do it. And if you try to put that all on your back, you will fall and you're never going to be able to figure it out. You're going to stay stuck at a rank. It's going to be so exhausting. Y'all, I spent months exhausted. because I had a senior Ruby that moved across the country and went through a bunch of stuff. And I felt like I needed to help her in all of the things. And I couldn't get her back to where she wanted to be. I had another senior Ruby in the same, like in 2 months time span, go through a major bout of a lot of mental health. And they become your best friends, right? I wanted to be there for every single one of them. I had 3 senior Ruby legs fall off in the matter of 4 months. If you want me to tell you that my mindset in that space was amazing, it wasn't. I was devastated. I wanted to help them every single step of the way, but I had a choice to make. In those moments, I can still be a really amazing friend, but I had to learn to separate that from my Plexus business. You can be an amazing friend and an amazing leader all at the same time. You can be an amazing friend and still really want to be a boss in your business, and it is okay, right? I love that. Be a CEO of your business, right? Multi-million dollar companies, those CEOs, I bet you anything, if somebody came in and was like, oh, I can't go to work today because my kids need to go to practice and I'm doing all the things, they'd be like, all right, make a choice, get in or get out, right? It's okay to feel that way. Get in or get out. This coming, and some of y'all that know me personally, they're probably like, what happened to her? Y'all, I had to start making a choice. Let them get in or get out, because it's really, really fun with the people that want to get in your boat. And if you are showing up with an energy that's like, oh my gosh, I just, please come, let me help you, let me do all the things for you, you're never going to raise leaders that know how to go in and check how much slim is. Like, anybody else get those questions? It's like, oh, how much does slim cost and what's the PV? Y'all, I used to be like, oh, it's $84 and it's 72 PV. Now I let the question sit. They can figure it out, right? Let people rise up. You're here because you want something. You're here because you want more. Help people pivot, but you've got to pivot too. And so here's the pivot that I made. I started doing the same thing for every single person. Whether you're my best friend or you are a new level 1 that came in, every single person gets the same attention at the beginning of this. It's the same systems, it's the same messages, it's having them in the 3-way chat and they literally hear the same copy and paste message 92 times. Why? Because I don't want them to think that this has to be different for every single person. Y'all, if I could show you my space right now, I have 3 for those of you that don't know me, I have 3 super active kids. They're almost 10, 11, and 13. We're navigating 6 different sports seasons right now. I'm a little league president. I'm swamped in papers all the time. I want more time freedom, not less. I want more people knowing how to run this business, not more hand holding. And I was holding an awful lot of hands. Stop holding the hands. So every single person gets the same message. Every single 3-way chat, it's the same exact system. And here's the big shift. I wanted to prove to myself that I could do this again. And so we grew 300 points on my husband's leg in 1 month. We went from senior gold at, I think we were at 254. We ended this month at 550. We grew almost 300 points in 1 month. And here's how. And it still gives me full body chills. Y'all know that I'm a crier. I could start crying right now, because here's what I proved to my team and to myself. 7 years into this business, you can find people that want to do this with you. So if you have been here for any amount of time, if you're not finding the people, it's because what you're telling yourself in your brain. Okay. Get out of your way. I started getting out of my way. I started posting more about the business, and every single person that came in got the same messages. And I know y'all do this on your team, because I think I actually heard it from Melita. I want every single person to know that health doesn't have to be an issue, and neither does your finances. And I don't want you to have to pay for your products. Who are 3 people that you can do this with? Don't give them the option. They need to have 3 people to do this with. It increases their chances of success up to 80%. And then they're not going to have to pay for their products. Who's struggling with money right now? Everybody. It's our economy. And if they're not struggling, they know the value of money, right? I want $500 more a month. Everybody wants $500 more a month. And if you don't, then we need to talk about it, because money is a good thing. You can do more when you have more. Okay. So I started proving to people that when you come into this, you can grab 3 people. When somebody gets really darn excited about $300, those are your new people to run with. Grab them. Keep it super simple. Y'all, I had somebody go fast start gold last month. She triple ranked in 30 days under my husband's leg. She doesn't even know what gold means. Literally, it's the best thing in the world. When I shouted her out in our team chat and I was like, she just want fast start gold. She literally said, I don't know what that means, but this is really fun. Because all she knows is she keeps getting these "you've got money" emails. She won $300 in Lululemon. She got 2 iPads this month. That's what's fun. Not telling them like, oh, you can go silver, grab your 3 people, make your list of 100. You're still doing those things with them. You're telling them to write people down, but you're not making it about the business. You're making it fun for them. Here's the deal. I fully believe that anyone can go senior silver. Anyone. We all know 10 people. Anyone can go senior silver. Anyone can really even go gold if you're following the simple systems. When you have somebody between senior silver and gold, that's when you're going to find your new runners. We have 2 new fast start golds on his team and 2 new fast start senior silvers on his team from doing the same things with every single person. I want you, I know that Alita started off with us. I think I only had 10 minutes and I've already talked over that. Find those people that you see potential in, okay? Write them down. And I want you to start calling it out in them. Y'all, this business at the basics is so stupid simple. It really, really is. The thing that we make it most complicated with is right here. What is this person going to think about me? Y'all, I'm the queen of what people are going to think about me. Believe me, those of you that know me again personally on here, you're like, she is. I worried about everything. What I started worrying more about is the fact that I have 3 preteens and they're really expensive. And they want to do a lot of things. And they're all going to be in college one day if they decide. They're all going to be driving at the same time. Those people that I'm worried about, they're not going to be there to see any of those things happen. None of them. They're not going to pay for their first cars. They're not going to pay for the trip that I want to take them on this summer. They're not with me tithing at church, right? They're not doing those things. So why the heck are we letting them stop us? Focus on the next step in front of you. Y'all, it's so fun to say, like, I want to make $10,000 a month. I want to make $30,000 a month. But what's the next thought that comes after that? Because that next thought is going to be what determines if you're going to make 30 grand a month. It's going to determine if you help somebody go fast start silver this month. Sarah, it's going to help you go senior ruby this month. I heard you say that, holding you to it too. Because if you say, I want to make $30,000 a month, but my kids are too busy, but I can't find anybody, but my sponsor won't do the things with me. BS, y'all. Whatever you're following that but with and that and with, yes, Amanda, those are the things that are going to either stop you or get you going. So 30 grand a month. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do it because that's going to allow me to do X, Y, and Z. Plug into that feeling, but you cannot get where you want to go if you don't know what's stopping you right now. Y'all, I'm the world's worst navigator. If you've been with me in a car, guaranteed we've ended up in the wrong. If I plug it into Google, it's like they know and they play a joke on me. It's terrible. Okay. If I got in my car and said I was going to California and didn't even have a roadmap, I would end up in Florida, guaranteed. Some of y'all are doing that in your business right now, right? I would message Alita and my power just died. Can y'all still hear me? We're having weird storms. I connected from my phone just like this. See, plan ahead. Okay. So this is what I kept messaging Alita with. Dead serious in this. I'm like, okay, this is where I want to be. And she's like, okay, but what's stopping you? I'm like, I don't know. Y'all, it's because I did not have a plan. It's so easy to say that we want to do the things, but you don't have a roadmap of what's stopping you. You don't have a roadmap of the next business builders that you want. Maybe some of you are like, I want to go Sapphire. I want to go Senior Ruby. That's great. Think about the 750 points that you need, but how are you going to get there? Who's building with you? How many orders do you need? Are you plugging into calls? Are you saying the things? Or are you actually doing the things? You have, I'm going to end with this, and then I'll see if you want me to say anything else, Lita. You have, if I could reach through and grab every single one of your faces right now, even though I don't know some of you, you have every single thing that it takes within you. I am not special. I'm not. I mean, to my family, I am, right? But to everybody else, I'm pretty replaceable. Just to be real with everybody. I will never forget when I quit teaching, I had somebody come into my classroom and it devastated me at the time. But she was like, Bri, you got to go be with your family because as a teacher, you're replaceable. And you know what my ego wanted to be like? No, I'm not. I am not replaceable. I am the best dang teacher that these kids could have. Yeah, no, the next year I was replaceable and they didn't think about me, guaranteed. And it's okay. But to my family, I'm not replaceable. So figure out the next steps and where you want to be in this, because that is what matters the most. I'm not any more special than any one of you. Y'all, I grew up in a town with no stoplights. I have 5 people in my town, I feel like, and I see the same 5 people over and over and over again, right? I did not go to school for network marketing. I never wanted to do this. I literally told my sponsor to never message me again. If I can do this, if I can find the belief and I can dig down deep in this, y'all can too. You just have to decide if you really want it and then get out of your own way. Okay, that's all I got, I think.
I mean, Real Talk Monday. I want to like throw up my hands and do a dance or something. That was so unmute and just tell her what you think. Just all at once. Who cares? Just tell her what you think.
This was so super. I
Epic,
really
Bri.
appreciate
Oh,
it.
this was
That was
awesome.
amazing.
So inspiring on a Monday.
Bri. Love, thank
What a
you, Bri.
difference maker.
Perfect.
Best thing in the world.
Connie, she
Hey.
comes in with a yell and holler. I love it.
Connie, shoot, I miss your face.
I miss your face so much. I can't wait to meet you at the gas station.
I know. I'll be
The
right there.
the one gas station you have in your town.
They don't sell what we want.
Ah, dang it. I love you, Bri. I love you, Bri. You're amazing.
So good. Okay, you guys, I want someone to unmute who feels super inspired. You feel super inspired and you feel like you actually made a shift this morning. Speaking it out loud makes a difference. This is your opportunity to share with someone, to give back to Bri, to encourage her, to let her know your change didn't just change you, it also changed me too. It makes a difference. So be brave, raise up your hand and say something that really motivated you, inspired you, changed you, challenged you. And I'm going to share what mine is. All right, Candace, go for it.
Bri, I just think it's sorry.
Who was that person who just unmuted? Because I want to go back to you too. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Candace.
Yeah, I love one that she's normal. And I feel like being down at the bottom of the whole ranking system, or toward the bottom of the whole ranking system, that I understand that it's going to take time, but I love that she's shared the whole time of, she's been there 7 years and she still struggles the same way we do. You've been there 7 years, you still struggle the same way we do. And for me, I need that tangibility, and I love that I got that. One of the things that really stuck out to me was, you cannot get where you want to go if you don't know what's stopping you. That is like a quote for all social media everywhere. I mean, I totally love it. And I love that that is pivotal thinking. It really is. And at the time, I think it was Jennifer Jones that put up their perspective in the chat. And it's so true. I mean, we really have to understand where we want to go in order to know what's stopping us and getting there. I tend to work backwards. So that was very helpful for me.
Super good. Tabitha Delaney, hit us up.
Bri, I wanted you to grab my face through the phone. Like I really did. I wanted it so bad. I'm like, yes, 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 we can all do this. We got this. I'm feeling it. And you just totally motivated me even more than I was. So thank you, Bri.
Caitlin. I love that, Tabitha. Caitlin.
So yes, you can grab my face too. It's fine. So I feel this to my inner core, and I think too, like for me, I fall in the whole like lie of just because they're senior Ruby, just because they're Ruby, it's easier to get them to the next rank. And you feel like, but they were my first and they were my this and they're my that. And you're just like run on the treadmill when like you can still love them, support them, and push them while you are finding the next people. So because I get stuck in that because I'm like, you don't want to feel that like abandoning them feeling like, and you don't have to, like, that's just a lie that you're telling yourself that you can't do both and still be that good friend and still be that supporter. So I feel this. I'm so excited for you, girl.
I love it. Thank you, Caitlin. I know I called you out. I literally got chill bumps when you were like, number one, what is the next thought after your $30,000 a month? What is your next thought after I want Sapphire? I want Senior Ruby. I want Ruby. What is your next thought after that? Well, I can't, or this won't happen for me, or, whatever it is, because that's what's stopping you. And I think that is so brilliant. I think the other thing is, as you said, I decided to stop hand-holding and just answering everybody's questions and doing everything for everybody and begging people to kind of come along, because you're like, I wanted change. Like, I'm going after something. And when you're going after something, you guys, and there is a hunger about you, you are different. When you're just staying in your comfort zone, let's call it what it is. When you're staying in your comfort zone and you're calling up your same person, you're like, hey, yo, you want to do this? Like, come on. Right. And that's all you're ever doing. And you're never getting out there and moving your needle forward. What actually moves your needle forward is developing silvers and recruiting new people and developing silvers and doing it over and over and over again and making it fun and keeping it exciting. But if you're not hungry for more, you're going to be tempted to just kind of do the bare minimum, to just do what needs to be done. And then say, I'm working my business because I'm helping them. I'm working my business because I'm doing an event. I'm working my business because I'm, blah, blah, blah. I'm posting on Facebook, right? Instead of really moving your needle forward and doing the stuff. So I would love so Bri, thank you so much. You're a gift to all. And the fact I think she's frozen. She probably won't hear me, but she's our one Plexus winner as well. And she's just a real big deal. Diamond Ruby. Okay. I want you guys to write down in the comments. Okay. Take this time. We've like 8 minutes left, 5 minutes left, 6 minutes. We have 6 minutes. Write in the comments what your next thought after your goal for this month. So if you're like, I want to go gold, I want to go senior gold, I want to do XYZ. What is your next thought after that? Thank you, Bri. We love you. What is your next thought after that? Write it down in the chat. We all have one, right? Maybe it's, I don't have time. I don't, I'm not sure, right? What is what if it doesn't happen? What is your next thought after what you're doing? And I want you to affirm those thoughts. So put affirmations based on that thought. So like a lot of times what I'll hear is like, woo, I went gold and now I can rest. I need rest. I'm tired. This is crazy. Oh, it was so wild. It was whatever. right? And we kind of get into this comfort zone. What you're really saying is, I don't deserve any more. I don't deserve any more. I'm tapped out, whatever. I want you to push through that sabotage thought, okay? And really set something up. So who feels excited that they can go out and create some builders? Who feels ready to go work your business? For the next 5 minutes, I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to be very diligent on Mondays to start adding this in. We're going to visualize. I want you to type in your next rank. What is your next rank? I want you to see it, to feel it, to imagine. Literally picture yourself and just be like, okay, you're up on stage and you're giving your thank you speech. You're like, thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you to my husband. Thank you to my kids. You're giving your thank you speech, even if it's for no matter what rank it is. What is that rank and what does that feel like to you? What does that feel like? I want you to close your eyes. I want you to picture it. This is one of the hardest skill sets I've had to learn, is to quiet myself and to actually do this, because your brain will not go further than it can see. It will not go further than it can think. That's why we need faith. You've got to see it, right? You've got to be able to feel it. You don't need to know all the ways and hows, but if you can't picture emerald, if you can't even picture it, you're going to talk yourself out of it more than you're ever going to talk yourself into it. If you can't really picture diamond, you're going to talk yourself out of it. If you can't really picture going ruby, you're going to talk yourself out of it. The first sign of hard. Okay, so close your eyes. Let all those triggers come up and it's going to be okay. I promise. Let out all those thoughts that pop up. Keep note of them. Don't get mad at yourself, but close your eyes and use this time to genuinely focus on what's next for you. I want you to picture yourself. You log into your back office. Who is with you? Who on your team is next to you? Does your upline drive to your house? Do your jewel upline zoom in? Is your best friend with you? Is a new builder with you? How does it feel to see 750 points go across the screen? How does it feel to see 3,000 points go across the screen? How does it feel to open your back office and see Ruby Ambassador next to your name? How does it feel to have that first diamond paycheck deposited into your bank account? What does that feel like? What does it feel like to turn around to your family and fist pump the air and be like, I freaking did it. I did it. Can you believe it? I did it. What does that feel like? When you can actually feel this is when you're going to start talking yourself into this instead of out of it. Talk yourself into it, not out of it. Okay, you can open your eyes, you beautiful, amazing people. Thank you for hopping on. I commend you for showing up for yourself today. Seriously, way to go. Way to show up for you and to do this. Celebrate this. I work out in the mornings at 6 a.m. and she always says when we get close to the end, she's like, you can do this. You are strong. You are capable. And she's like, and you showed up for yourself. So whether you gave it 100% or whether you gave it 50% today, you showed up. So remember that today. Celebrate this. Be like, I showed up. I was here by divine appointment, and I heard this morning, and I felt it this morning. And I know something shifted for me this morning because simply you showed up. You showed up and are receptive to the shift. So I want to just say truthfully, celebrate this, celebrate it. If you feel emotional, celebrate it. Be like, yes, I came in touch with something deeper inside of me and I'm ready to go. That unstoppable feeling. Now imagine if you tapped into that feeling every day. Imagine waking up every day and picturing exactly what we just talked about. It took you 5 minutes. What could you accomplish if you felt emotional about your goal almost every day? I mean, it would be crazy. It would be straight fire. I love you guys. Blessings, multiplication, all of the things. And I think Morgan just gave me a rock sign, which was absolutely awesome. She's like, rock on. Okay. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I'll post the recording in the chat.